There's like hidden groves where secrets sleep, under twilight's veil where whispers creep. Cheeks flushed with the harvest, golden fire, kissed by winds that chase the leaves higher. She's the wild sprite in the meadows and graves, dancing free where the rivers trace. Joy unbound like birds on the wing. In her laughter the whole world sings. Form that bends like reeds in the storm side, graceful arc against the endless sky. A tale untold in every swaying line, where summer's breath and shadows intertwine. But beneath the balloon a quiet storm brews, echoes of forgotten past she once knew. In her gaze the forest's ancient plea, a portrait painted in eternity. She's the wild sprite in the meadows embrace, dancing free where the rivers trace. Soaring unbound like birds on the wing. In her laughter the whole world sings. From dawn's first light to the evening's hush, her spirit lingers, an untamed rush. Little guy with that slim frame, eyes wide and deep, strumming strings under city lights, making hearts leap. Down at the corner spot where the crowds gather around, your voice cuts through the noise, a sweet soulful sound. Oh, I adore that tilt of your chin, proud like a king, fingers dancing on frets, making the whole place sing. Those quick steps, that flash of a grin in the glow. Boy, you've got me hooked from head to toe. Patent shoes tapping rhythms on the worn out floor, shoulders twitching to beats we've known forevermore. Hair catching the beam, realize the stories we share in your melody. I find a world without a care. I'm thankful for this vibe, this pulse that we own. When you belt out those tunes, it's New the bone. Tom-toms echo in my imagination untrue. Words that bind us and everything you do. I adore retribution, proud like a king. Fingers dancing on frets, making the whole place sing. Those quick steps, that flash of a grin in the glow. But you got me hooked from head to toe. Meadows glowed with hidden fire. Now echoes fade in twilight's choir. In childhood's wild and boundless play, the world was painted in golden rays. Dreams whispered secrets to the breeze, every leaf a page of mysteries. But seasons turn, the colors bleed into the gray of what we need. Birds sing high on morning's wing, lambs leap free in endless spring. Yet in my chest a quiet storm, grief awakens cold and worn. Oh, fugitive Aurora, where did you flee? Trailing stars from eternity, we come from vast and distant shores, wrapped in veils we can't ignore. But chains of days pull us down low, fading the fire we used to know. Still in the embers, a spark remains, whispering through the growing pains. Imagine a boy with eyes so wide, chasing phantoms by the riverside. He builds his castles from sand and stone, dreams of kingdoms all his own. But time's relentless tide rolls in, washing away the boy within. Now man stands, gaze turned gray, searching for that vanished day. Flowers bloom in valleys deep, children lost on mothers weep. The sun climbs high, the waters gleam, yet something's lost. A fractured seam. Oh, fugitive whom whole steps untold, stories of a young and old. Fugitive Aurora, light our way through the frost of Four small flames gone before the steeple bell rang. Sunday morning, Alabama clay, dynamite dressed in the walls that day. Four girls braiding the future bright, never came home to see the night. But I've heard the silence before, and the weight of chains beneath the shore. Charleston water, cold and wide, 500 souls pulled down inside. They wrapped them in nets like they were nothing, dropped them where the redcoats couldn't go. Thought erasing a body erased the story, but the water remembers everything below. You can't find what you refuse to name. You can't drown what was already claimed. Everybody buried in the deep, every girl they tried to make the world forget rises, rises, rises in me. You can't unsee what history keeps. Generations folded into mud, voices coated in a very blood. They built a steeple, they built the law, then broke the bodies and cleaned the floor. That I was there at the harbor's mouth, I was there in the burning south. I carry the names they never carved, I carry the hunger they left to starve. They wrapped them in nets like they were nothing, dropped them where the redcoats couldn't go. Thought erasing the body erased the story, but the water remembers everything below. You can't fight what you refuse to name. You can't drown what was already claimed. Everybody buried in the deep, every girl they tried to make the world forget rises, rises, rises in me. You can't unsee what history keeps. Can't you see now? Can't you see now? Can't you see now? Walking the floor of your harbor, breathing the air of the name. They are the thread running through us. They are the wound and knife. We are the unfinished mourning. We are the unburied grave. Can't find what you can't see. Can't find what you won't see, but we are still here. colors explode. In the heat, stories unfold. A bird circles low over the river's edge, where the hungry beast waits in the mud. One careless step and it's carried away, lost to the sky, just bones in the flood. Pink feathers slice through the thick green haze, long limbs stretching like branches in breeze. The water chuckles, a secret it keeps, putting sleepy creatures at ease. Ooh, come with me, leave that voice behind. Don't trade your wild coats for chains that bind. We'll chase the sunsets, breathe the blooming air, feel the ground shake with every step we dare. Why give up the rhythm in your veins for words that steal the fire from the rays? In this burst of life, raw and alive, I found you. Their skin like midnight bark is tuned to promises wrapped in light. A stranger's tale from a distant spark, but listen closer to the wind. Soft corner lakes low hum the forest in the sun. Gonna let those pages pull you under, where joy gets labeled like steam from the soil. Your feet free to move with the earth's own beat. No rules to clip your cry. You all come with me, leave that voice behind. Don't trade your wild posts for chains that bind. We'll chase the sunsets, breathe the blooming air, feel the ground shake with every step we dare. Why give up the rhythm in your veins for words that steal the fire from the rains? Keep the flames. When love calls your name, follow. When love beckons, don't turn away, though the road is hard and steep. When his wings fall round your shoulders, let the fall be deep. And if his words undo your plans, like winter on the garden grown, hold steady through the breaking, you won't be left alone. 'Cause love will lift you to the light, and love will lay you low. For every crown upon your head, a thorn you come to know. Love crowns you, love crucifies, cuts cuts you open to the sky, shakes the roots you hold so tight, just to teach your heart to rise. If you only want the sweet, if you only want the peace, cover up and leave the fire, but you'll never feel complete. Like sheaves of wheat he gathers you to separate the truth. He thrashes what you hide behind and sifts the dust from you. He grinds you down to whiteness, kneads you soft in sacred hands, and places you in holy flame to be more than you began. And what he takes is what you are, and what he gives still you. Love asks for nothing from the world, but asks your heart be true. Love crowns you, love crucifies, cuts you open to the sky, shakes the roots you hold so tight, just to teach your heart to rise. If you only want the sweet, if you only want the peace, cover up and leave the fire, but you'll never feel complete. Don't say God is in my house, say I'm held where God resides. Don't try to steer the river's mouth. Love is the turning tide, and if you must have wishes, let these be the ones you keep. Let me melt into a broken night that sings you into sleep. Let me feel too much tenderness, let it ache until I see. Let me bleed for what I understand, and bleed willingly. Let me wake with wings at sunrise and give thanks for one more day. Let me rest at noon in silence, where love's ecstasy can stay. Let me come back home at evening with a gratitude so bright, and fall asleep with you in bed, and a song upon my lips tonight. Love crowns you, love crucifies, counts you open to the sky, shakes the roots you hold so tight, just to teach your heart to rise. Oh, gives nothing but itself, takes nothing that it's not. Love is enough, love is the way. Love is all I've got. When love calls your name, follow. Oh, the waves have stilled. behind. The horizon gleams with gold, the victory we chased and find. Crowds gather on the docks, their cheers like thunder roll. But in the quiet hold below, silence claims its toll. Rise, my guiding star, hear the distant calls. Flags wave in the wind, bouquets line the halls. But your eyes are closed in eternal repose. The prize is ours, yet the cost only heaven knows. Oh, the bleeding tide, the crimson on the tide. You've led us home, but left us hollow inside. I kneel beside your form in the dim light of the dawn, whispering ancient tales of journeys yet to be drawn. The crew salutes the mast, the bells toll victory's name. But your hand is cold in mine, and nothing feels the same. A sister lost at sea, a brother turned the storm in this modern odyssey. Sails on, but the presence overcast. Eyes, my guiding star, hear the distant calls. Flags wave in the wind, bouquets line the halls. But your eyes are closed in eternal repose. The prize is ours, yet the cost only heaven knows. Of a bleeding tide, the crimson on the tide. You've led us home, but left us hollow but the hard stories told.
Yeah.
I carry this worn out toy through crowded stations, a fluffy fin with a single staring bead. Strangers warn me about sticky fingers, grabbing at coats and chains in the rush.
Yeah.
Dad's wool jacket brushed against its matted fleece, leaving marks like city grime with fresh snow.
My little brother giggled in waiter's arms, whisked away to kitchen chairs
and mustache packs. Oh, that empty spot where the light used to shine, fingers tracing the void on endless rails. Cold metal bins stole the warmth from its farm, but I pressed my lips to thaw the chill.
Yeah, lambing my grip click, one eye glaring back. Stations packed with thieves, I in my pack. Grown-ups preaching, watch your step, kid. They'll snatch your shit quick, no slack. Dad's coat pristine, but lamb's fur turning black. Smudge from the grind, no turning back. Brother baby fresh, old dudes lift him high. Kissing cheeks with bristles, promising pie. But chefs gotta see this bundle of joy. Vanishing act, parents playing coy. I pop loose, lost in the fray. Who knows the spot it rode away? Drain, rocking, head nodding, finger poking that hollow bay. Overhead slam.
Lamb freezing stiff, keeps it back to life, but the cold's a gift.
We'd huddle in boots with steaming plates, laughter echoing off tiled walls. But that missing piece, haunted quiet nights, a gap in the fabric of our wandering tales.
Oh, that empty spot where the light used to shine, fingers tracing the void on endless rails. Cold metal bits stole the warmth from its form, but I press my lips to thaw the chill away. Remember the journeys, the frost on the glass,
Rails clacking, memories crash, lambs eye gone in the flash.
kisses to mend what time took apart.
Freezing bins, broken parts, family scattered like shattered blast. What we hold on tight through the bite of the night.
Now it's just threads and faded skeins are all we collect, we can't reclaim. Follow the heat like a rumor on the air. I met a stranger at the edge of nowhere, skin like sun-baked paper, eyes like mica stone. She said, I've seen a crown with no head to wear it, a throne with no court, and a name carved alone. Her voice was low as a buried river. She traced the horizon with a shaking hand, as if the land itself could still remember the weight of a tyrant sinking into sand. And I thought of all the portraits we polish and defend. While time keeps quiet receipts we never get to amend. So lay your gold on the table, let it ring and roll. Build your towers like prayers you can't control. 'Cause the desert doesn't bow, it just takes what it can. It will swallow every anthem, every flag you print. Say, look at what I made, say it louder if you must. But the loudest thing out here is the turning into dust. We walked till the sky turned thin as a warning, and buried was two pillars trying to stand. Legs without a body posed like they were guarded, an empty blue where Kinder used to land. The face in the grit, half kept, half forgotten, a curled lip frozen at command. The kind of mouth that never learned to soften, the kind of eyes that never asked to understand. I read the rage in the chiseled teeth and brow, like someone tried to make forever and failed somehow. So lay your gold on the table, let it rain and roll. Build your towers like prayers you can't control. 'Cause the desert doesn't bow, it just takes what it can. It would swallow every anthem, every flag you plan. Say, look at what I made, say it louder if you must. But the loudest thing out here is the turning into dust. On a cracked base, let the verdict clean as a lion. In my chest something went quiet, the way a siren does when no one's left to die. Back in the city, screens glow like altars. We trade our days for a brighter proof. Names get stitched into digital marble, while love thins out under rented roofs. And I think of that place in the open silence, and how the sand can't move it on. Not cool, not kind, just playful. So what remains when the praise is gone? So lay your gold on a table, let it ring and roll. Build your towers like prayers you can't control. 'Cause the desert doesn't bow, it just takes what it can. It will swallow every anthem, everything you plan. If you want something lasting, let it be the way you give. Let it be the hand you hold, the small reasons to live. 'Cause the loudest thing out here is the turning into dust, and the only throne worth keeping is the one you don't trust. Nothing decide on these, just smiles and open breath, and the sand making everything the same. Beneath the vault where constellations whisper secrets hold, I trace the lines of forgotten tales in silver and gold. The crescent guardian watches over tides that pull and sway. Dawn breaks with fire, the mightiest hour of the day. Twilight surrenders to shadows, a gentle release. In this cycle I find my fragile peace. We are the roots entwined in ancient soil, red clay, obsidian veins in endless toil. From the breath of elders our stories unfold. You carry their fire in your veins, it's told. All motion, all growth in this vast design, the universe breathes, and it's yours, it's mine. Imagine the woman who fought through the storm to bring you here. Strengthen your bones, erasing the fear. The nettle plant that seeds in the fertile ground, his legacy echoes in every sound. It sings of beginnings of what has always been. We are the fragments of stars scattered wide, and every stranger our spirits collide. Language dances like flames in the night. Life's rhythm pulses eternal and bright. We are the roots inscribed in ancient soil. Red clay, obsidian veins in endless toil. From the breath of elders, our stories unfold. You carry their fire in your veins. It's total motion, all growth. In this vast design, the universe breathes, and it's yours, it's remember. The pulse within. You asked me where the ending lives. I watch your fingers shake around the cup, like the room might tilt and spill the years if you set it down too rough. There's a door in every ordinary day, hidden in the steam above the sink. If you want the map they never print, you don't look up, you blink. The ones who only study moonlit air miss what morning teaches on your skin. So breathe me in like medicine. Let life be where you begin. Death isn't a stranger at the gate. It's a ceremony changing names. The river doesn't argue with the sea. It just becomes what it became. And if your knees are trembling, let them. That's the body learning how to bow. There's a crown in the quiet waiting. Don't call it fear, call it now. I knew a shepherd on a hillside road. Hands are off from counting every lamb. He heard the hoofbeats of the king and forgot the strength he had. He said, I'm shaking, am I brave? I said, you're human, that's the truth. Even joy arrives like weather does, with thunder in the roots. One day you'll stand with nothing on but when to write your story down. and dissolve in sound. Death isn't a stranger at the gate. It's a ceremony changing names. The river doesn't argue with the sea. It just becomes what it became. And if your knees are trembling, let them. That's the body learning how to bow. There's a crown in the quiet waiting. Don't call it fear, call it now. When you drink from the river stillness, you'll finally sing without a throat. When you reach the highest ledge of your life, you'll feel the pulse climb again. Now it's slowed, and what is dying? But letting breath unhook its anchor from the ribs, restless tide, it rises wider than your worry. It finds the holy without being carried. I'll meet you where the cedars lean, and the town is small behind the rain. We'll lay down all our iron chains and stop pretending we can chain. If earth comes asking for your bones, let it have what it can hold. You'll move in ways you never learned, a dancer made of gold. Death isn't a stranger at the gate. It's a ceremony changing names. The river doesn't argue with the sea. It just becomes what it became. So if your knees are trembling, bless them. But that's the body learning how to bow. There's a crowd in the quiet waiting, and it's here, it's here, it's now. When the earth remembers your